So it's Wednesday. I finished up my training, and I'll be headed home tomorrow on Valentine's Day to go home. Yay! I'll be headed out first thing in the morning, really early. Starting to put the hotel room back together, or in other words, pack. But I came over to the window, and it's kind of a rainy, blah day, but it's kind of surreal and eerie. And I say that because I'm looking out the window now, and since I've been at this hotel, this parking lot has been packed every time I've walked out in it. So there's always been full of cars. And I look out my window, and here's what I see. My car, my rental car there, and that's it. I mean, it's all alone. And it kind of freaked me out, kind of like an episode of Twilight Zone or something. Like maybe I'm the only person in the hotel. Ooh. Anyway, that being said, I wanted to show you something else I'm doing for tomorrow's trip. It'll be an 8 to 9 hour drive. So I'm packing some food. I think I'm gonna make some burgers just in case I don't feel like this, but I know people love chicken nuggets, and so what I've done is I've taken chunks of chicken and made half of it one way, which is baked. I baked this in a no-stick skillet with a little bit of no-stick spray and spices, which rosemary, onion powder, salt and pepper. That was it. And it looks like this. I'm going to take some spicy mustard to dip it in. And the difference between that and what you would get at McDonald's is A, it tastes better. I'll have to cut that out. But you'd get it at a fast food restaurant, because it's not just one, it's any fast food restaurant. The difference is going to be that this A tastes good just by itself, without any dipping sauce. And when I have some spicy mustard that I dip it in, it will be even more delicious. So that's part of the food. I may go ahead and show you what I do with the other pieces of chicken I have, because I'm going to just cook it all, and then what I don't eat on the way home I will eat for lunch on Friday, because it'll all be in a cooler and kept nice and chilled on the way home. Alright, I will see you with some other chicken probably. Okay, I have a skillet here. It's a no-stick skillet. I've hit it with the last of my no-stick spray, and I've cut chicken into chunks roughly nugget size. I'm going to throw them in here. I got to cut a couple more pieces up here. I've got, let me make sure I didn't bang it too hard. I've got 2 more chicken breasts to cut up. That's 1 right there. Or maybe that's 2, I don't remember. I don't really care for this recipe, as I'm making it up as I go along. I was thinking about the fact that on the road, a lot of people will stop in fast food and get chicken nuggets, as I mentioned earlier. And so what I'm doing is I'm making my own version of chicken nuggets. I made the baked ones that you saw earlier, and now I'm making ones in a skillet that are kind of like, might have that fried kind of taste. Although we're not using a whole bunch of oil, we're going to save those calories, and we're just going to use the fat that's already on the boneless, skinless chicken breast. That's what all this is. And we're going to use some seasonings, like I always do, and then we'll have some road food. Now, again, I'm making this up as I go along, but I have enough experience that my alarm just got away. I have enough experience that I've got a good idea what works. I may or may not have mentioned that I have, for about a year and a half, I had rented a house that I ended up renting the upstairs, subletting it to the guy that was a chef. So I'm going to take care of this. Is fresh lime, and if I can actually get the lime juice to squeeze over the chicken, we're going to hit that chicken with some fresh lime juice, which is always nice. A little bit of acid in there, and fruit juice. If you're going to ask me why I'm putting lime in here, I don't really have an answer, other than maybe it'll add some flavor or protect me from scurvy. Perhaps it'll add flavor and protect me from scurvy, I don't know. But I'm just going to squeeze a little snot out of this. Well, it's not snot, it's lime juice out of the lime. And What I've done is I quartered it, and then I sliced the quarters down the center, but I don't actually slice them all the way through. So you can see that we're starting to get a little bubbly juice in there, and that's a good thing. That means we're going to get this lime juice to cook off. So leave us just the essence of the lime juice and get rid of the moisture, because remember, we're going to want these dry enough that I can eat them with my hands on the road. Okay, now I've got chicken on my hands, and you don't want to forget that. You want to make sure you wash your hands and your utensils, and you want to make sure that you cook your chicken till it's done, as there's that whole salmonella thing, which can be pretty intensely bad type of food poisoning. So now I've got that, and we are going to go and put the spices on. Now I've got this iodized sea salt. Morton makes it. It's gets the iodine that we don't get other places. That's why they iodized salt in the first place, because we don't get it other places. I'm going to that's onion powder that I'm putting on there now. A little bit of black pepper. I've decided I want these to be kind of spicy, so I got that lime in there, which will cut what I'm going to do, because I'm going to put a lot of black pepper on them, which will give a little bit of spice. Then we got the big guns, and put on some red pepper. Oh yeah, there we go. That's good stuff there. Now if that's not spicy when I'm done, that red pepper wasn't really red pepper. I think that's all I'm going to put on there. We're going to let this cook. Kind of get it spread out a little bit. We're going to stir it around, flip it around a little bit. When we get to the point where it's about done, I'll show you what the final product looks like. Okay, so here's basically what it looks like. I'm going to let it cook just a little longer to get the last of that moisture off. And basically what I'm going to do now is I'm actually turn the heat off and let it just naturally cool down. And then I'll pack that up. I can smell almost a Caribbean flavor, and I'm assuming that's because of this pepper and the fresh lime. So it smells delicious. I got a little pepper in my throat there. So it should be pretty spicy from the smell. And I'm sure it will be delicious. I will take these and just take my little nuggets and pop them in my mouth while I'm driving home, and then hopefully they won't be so hot that I drive off the road. Alright, I will catch you later with other, hopefully, interesting things. Traveling home, it's Thursday. As you see, there's a hill there, but hopefully there'll be a valley here. There it is. Just a beautiful, beautiful day to travel. Beautiful countryside. Driving through Virginia right now. As I drive through Virginia, I kind of can't wait to get home. Been on the road for 2.5 hours. There was a pileup that shut down Route 40, which is an interstate. So I had to cut through Greensboro, North Carolina. Cutting through Greensboro, North Carolina, I saw 3 separate accidents. So today must be a day for accidents, so I am trying to be extra careful, which is why I'm not looking at you in the camera. But right now, like I said, I'm in Virginia. Ooh, that looks pretty. So on the way home, I think I have, according to my GPS, about 6 more hours of driving. That's without any stops. Of course, I'm going to have to stop for gas, and probably either just after I get into Ohio, I might be able to make it that far. Otherwise, it'll be somewhere in West Virginia. Now, there's one stop in West Virginia that I've driven down to North Carolina, I don't know, 10, 15 times in the last year. There's this one stop that I always have to look out for, because it says there's gas at the exit, and then when you get down to the exit, it's the closest gas is like 4 miles away, whereas like 2 exits up, which is 2 miles away, is another gas stop. So I feel like they try to cheat me, and I never ever like to ever pull over there, because I won't actually go the 3 miles or 4 miles to gas. I will actually pull back onto the freeway and just be angry. So I'm going to try and push it into Ohio if this vehicle will get me that far. We'll see. Anyway, it's Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day, and let everyone you love know you love them, because it might be important. Alright, I'll talk to you later.